Hey guys, AnilaTV here, and welcome back to another speed build, but this is no ordinary speed build. If you can see, I did not put a little machinima thing in the beginning of my video, and that's because this build is very special and highly requested. It is the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Pizzeria, and I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support with my first build I did of this, with the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Pizzeria, so thank you all so much. It got over 37,000 views, which is my most viewed video, and that's crazy. Thank you so much. So what's different about this build though is that it's gonna be in two parts, and this was not due to the fact it's Five Nights at Freddy's 2, this was just due to the fact that how long it took me to even do this build. So if this wasn't sped up, it would be a 3-hour long video, so let's just put it that way. But what's also good about this, that it's in two separate parts, is that you guys can go ahead and suggest things now, because I do know for a fact that in my first build people were like saying, oh, you put this in the wrong spot, or oh, there is no arcade in the first game, or Foxy does wear pants, what are you talking about? So if you want to go ahead and complain away, but be nice about it, and try to give constructive criticism, not negatory criticism, if that makes sense. Just be polite about it, say, you know what would be good, instead of using gnomes as party hats, as you'll see me do here, use this as party hats, or instead of using children's toy boxes as presents, go ahead and use this as a present. Be nice about it, be polite. As you can see, I'm putting the cameras up. So if you want to go ahead and suggest anything, let me know. Now the reason why I'm using gnomes as party hats is because they have pointy hats, so I thought that that was a cute idea. Also, if you want to go ahead, I do have this up on my gallery if you want to go ahead and change anything, because I know for a fact, like, I did say to people who were being rude, if you want to be rude, go ahead and download it and change it for yourself. Don't be complaining to me, that kind of thing, because it's how I envision it, not how it should be in your mind, if that makes sense. Like, you don't need to be rude about something. So I said to anyone who's being rude, go ahead and change it if you want. It's up on the gallery to download. But if you would like to go ahead and play with this, or even, you know, it's not up at the moment, but once it's done, it will be up. But if you want to go ahead and download it, play in it, even change anything, you can go ahead and do that. My gallery name is Anna Sims TV. It's always in the description of my videos, so if you want to see how to spell it, stuff like that, you can do that. Also here I am going to be dressing Balloon Boy, and sadly I could not find the correct shirt with red and blue stripes, so you'll see what I go with, but I did think it was very cute. So yeah. Also, if you're wondering why I'm doing this in two parts, it is due to the fact that this build took me a very, very, very long time, and just thinking about how long it would take me to do the party rooms and then the office, and then, I don't know, it seemed too long of a time. So I go on to change that toy there that you see and the boxes. The boxes I make kid toy chest, and the toy that was supposed to be like the carousel that gets deleted by the game, not me, and I go on to change it to like an oversized trophy. You'll see, but I don't know. I couldn't really figure out what to use for a carousel. If any of you have an idea, please suggest it, because I don't know if I'm happy with the trophy. And then here I'm dressing the toys. If you saw, I dressed Toy Freddy in his Toy Freddy attire. I thought that was funny that I had the bear suit finally. Sadly, I could not give him his top hat because of the suit, but And then I dress Bonnie all snazzy and fancy. But what I did notice though with the animatronics from my first build, a lot of people were being very, very picky with how I dressed them, and I thought that was so weird. So weird, because like, I'm not gonna download CC for the characters just for this specific build, especially since you know how hard it would be to find CC that says let's party or let's eat, or even a specific like Foxy costume. Like, you know how hard that would be to find? Like, what do you want me to do, make my own custom content? But I hope you don't mind the way I dress everyone. And then here I'm doing the prize corner, and I did put a music box there, and I did put a mannequin there, and that's gonna be the marionette. I kind of wish I made the mannequin black, that way it like went with the whole like thing I dressed him in, but I didn't think of it and I can't change it now. So also, I don't know if you saw there for a split second, but there's this glitch in the game where if you put a mannequin in that like Star Wars thing, like the top of the head goes missing. Also, yes, I know I put a panda hat on him, and that's because 1, it's black and white, and 2, it's sad, okay, and Marionette is crying, so, and plus he's black and white. And now I do know there was no counter in, I think it's camera 9. I'm gonna put something on the screen to correct myself, because I don't want any of you correcting me. So, I don't know what camera it is, but I know for a fact there was no counter in the shot unless there was and I couldn't see it, so I just kind of went with that counter. Because it just makes sense, like if you ever go to Chuck E. Cheese, there's a counter, or even Boomers, there's a counter separating the prizes and the worker and the children, otherwise children would literally go attack the prizes. And here I'm making Mangle, and I was getting ripped clothes, that way it like looked like she was torn apart, and I gave her that cow hat because the cow has lipstick, and it's black and white, and also it has like eyelashes, so I thought that that was very Mangle, kinda. I don't know, I tried to make it look like she had a face and not a mannequin face. And then, as you saw, I put the trophy and sized it up, so I know it does not look like a merry-go-round, it kinda looks like a ride though, but... And I put that rug on the floor just so it separates the tile and the prize counter, and it looks different. And then, I think I go into the bathroom after this, right? Yeah, okay. And then here I put in 2, what do you want to call it, handicap stalls, and that's because, like, what if you have someone who's handicapped who comes to your business? You need somewhere for them to go, like, that's just common sense. But I think it would be cool for The Sims to add, not necessarily handicapped people, but, like, make it so your Sims can be in a wheelchair, or your Sims can be on crutches. Like, something to at least shine light on people like that, because there's a lot of people in our world like that, and I thought that would be nice maybe one day for The Sims to do. I don't know if they'll ever do it, but... And then I'm putting lots and lots of mobiles in the hallway to, like, represent the stars that are usually hanging down from the ceiling. And I do think in my first build, I said I couldn't figure out what to do to make it look like that. But I think I mentioned the mobiles. I don't exactly remember what I did. And here I am going to be dressing the withered or old animatronics, and I was trying to make them look like how I did in my first build by also taking in your guys' consideration, because yes, I did not realize that Foxy wore pants and stuff like that, but what are you gonna do? And then here I am dressing Freddy. No, this is Mangle. I'm sorry. Excuse me, this is Mangle. I saw the bear suit and I got confused. And I tried to place Shadow Bonnie and Shadow Freddy in, but you're only allowed to have 10 mannequins on a lot at a time, so I literally reached the maximum. But at the same time, Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie are just really Easter eggs, so there really is no need for me to put them in, but at least I had enough space for the main characters in the game. Like, that's what I was #1 concerned about, so. And then back here I was making it look very old, like somewhere where only workers should be, by putting up a lot of danger signs, and yeah. Anyways guys, I'm gonna cut it off here, and I will see you all later. Remember, this is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Can't wait to see you guys in part 2, and remember to please, please, please leave suggestions down below because the build is not done yet. So, thank you guys, I will see you all later. Bye!